to The Better Half, featuring the wives and significant others of the Green Bay Packers. I'm your host, Rachel Monick, and we have a huge show for you today. It's a very food-centric show, and we have two Packers here. Number 76 and number 81 are in the house. Mike Daniels and Andrew Corliss will be judging our chili cook-off recipes. Johnsonville is also back, making some easy holiday-inspired recipes. Thanksgiving's upon us, so why not throw a party? We're calling it a Friendsgiving, and we'll explain how to throw a party for your friends at Thanksgiving. And let me introduce you to everyone here on the couch today. Heaven Daniels, wife of Mike Daniels. We're welcoming, Rosie Sierra is back. I don't want to jump over you. Andrew Corliss' girlfriend. Lauren Eccles is here for the first time, girlfriend of defensive end Dayton Jones. And Rachel Abrederis is back with her baby bump. She is the wife of wide receiver Jared Abrederis. So welcome, ladies.
Morning, Rachel.
Another show. And game time was cold last week, huh?
Yeah, they had me on the first row, and there was no one next to me, so all the wind just hit me.
Oh, Rosie.
Yeah, it was cold. And don't wear jeans. Don't ever wear jeans to a game.
Why? What happened?
Because jeans, I guess you get cold. So I was cold.
All right, good tip. Yeah.
And
you were bundled up.
Oh, I had on layers. I had stockings and leggings and the whole nine. So the only thing that got cold to me was my toes, I would say.
Yeah. She's always layered.
We might have to take you shopping so that you're dressed
I
appropriately
just
for the
told
games.
them I bought 5 coats. I know.
5?
Yeah.
Now you got to worry about that. Do you think that's excessive?
Well, she's got something for
Different
every
colors.
event then.
Yeah,
so
different colors.
I need more.
Yeah.
And Lauren, what about you? I know you're.
Oh, I was freezing.
You moved here from California,
Yes.
so.
And my mom is telling me, oh, I'm by the pool, it's 80 degrees. So, yeah, it was really cold for me. I thought I was layered, but not enough.
And with all the excitement, though, I mean, it was such an exciting game, and everybody's packed in there. That helps sometimes, doesn't it?
Well, not for me, because Drew's grandma's in town, so you know she's like super supportive. She's his #1 fan, and so she kept jumping up, and I was like, "Oh, my blanket!" I kept getting cold every time they intercepted. Every time they caught the ball, ran, she jumped up. But that was cool, though.
We have a few more weeks to go, so you're going to have to figure that out for the next games. Guess who was in town? Yeah, Donald Driver was in town. It was a big week for him because his newest book, here it is, Quickie Stands Up to a Bully. There it is. Do you see it? So I think this is the 4th in the series of books, and we have an exciting thing for you. I think we're giving one away to one of our viewers.
I think it's a good topic too, especially nowadays with this generation. I think it's a
Yeah.
good topic. So.
Yeah. So it is the 4th book. He hosted a book signing. He was here in the Green Bay area. He hosted a book signing at the Packers Pro Shop. And if you couldn't make it, we are giving one away. We're giving away an autographed copy. It's a watch to win. So if you're watching right now, you're going to get the first of 2 keywords. So you get 1 keyword today, 1 keyword next week. So once you have both words, send us your keywords to contest@thebetterhalf.tv. There it is. The first keyword is quickie. Again, that's the first keyword. You need 2 to be entered to win. So tune in next week for the second keyword. Good luck to you. It's fun we're giving stuff away. Coming up later in the show, we're also involving our viewers. We have 2 chili recipes, so that's fun too. But now is the time in the show we get to meet the newest to grace our show. Lauren, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I graduated from UCLA.
And that's where you met Dayton.
And that is where I met Dayton our freshman year. So we've been together for 5.5 years. And I'm in a pre-med program, so I've been traveling back and forth from here to California. So I'll be in class during the week and then here for the games. And I come from a very large family, as well as Dayton, so holidays are really fun.
This is a picture of you two. Where's this from?
That is from the Ravens game last year. So my whole family lives in Maryland, so it was perfect. We got to see the whole family.
And what's it like for them to watch Dayton?
Oh, they're just really excited and supportive.
Did you graduate together?
We did.
That is super cute.
What a great shot.
That's nice.
But you're still in school, you said, pre-med, hoping to be
ER doctor.
an ER doctor one day. Look at that future ER doctor.
So you'll be commuting then for a while yet, wherever Dayton is, whether it's here somewhere else, you'll be back and forth for a while. That's
And
gotta
then
be
in the
huge.
off season, he'll train where I'm at. So.
Yeah, so that's give and take. That's good.
Yeah.
These are great pictures.
Now, where's that? Is that Cali or
Yeah,
Florida?
that's Santa Monica, California, on the beach.
Wish we were there.
Yeah. And that was in December last year, or no, December before he got drafted.
So from California to Green Bay, you finding it okay here, or are you just cold?
I like it here. I like how family friendly it is. I like the small town community in Los Angeles. Everyone kind of seems to be to themselves doing their own thing, and so it's nice to really have that community feel here.
And I know you've been quite involved with the ladies. You were at the painting party
Yes.
and some of the workouts. So welcome to the better half.
Yes.
And we're going to
Thank
put
you.
you to work, I think, later on. We do have to get to the food because we have so much of it. We want to share these recipes. We've been teasing our chili cook-off, and finally it's time for some food. Amy's in the kitchen with a very tall Andrew Corliss. Hi, guys.
I'm not short at all. He's just really, really tall. Yeah, Andrew and I are going to be making Cincinnati chili. One of the viewers from Appleton gave us this recipe. Super excited because I've never made Cincinnati chili. So, Andrew, you're going to help me out here?
Yeah,
I'm going to
I'll
put
try.
you to work.
I'm
We
gonna
got
try.
the chili pot out, and we are beginning this chili cook-off next. So stay with us. You're watching The Better Half. Hi everybody, welcome back. You are watching The Better Half. I am Amy Hatton, also known as the Cooking Mom, in the kitchen. Really excited to be cooking with this really, really tall, handsome man. I'm not short at all. He's just really tall. This is tight end, Packer tight end, Andrew Corliss. Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
You bet.
I'm excited.
Your better half, Rosie, I know, is a fantastic cook. So she pretty much does all the cooking in the house, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get in the kitchen as much. I don't like the crowd, kitchen can get kind of crowded.
Yeah,
you know.
give her space. He does grill, I hear. So we're going to teach you a trick or two. How does that sound?
That's cool.
Do you like chili?
Chili's good.
You know
Chili's
what? This time of year, bring on the chili. Love me some chili. So we have a really, really fun recipe. This is actually one of, well, you guys sent in your great chili recipes, and this is one of the chilies that we picked. This is Nancy Aronson. She is from Appleton, and Nancy sent us her Cincinnati chili recipe. Have you ever had Cincinnati chili?
Can't say I have.
I haven't either, but I'm looking at the recipe, and there's a.
I see chocolate. though,
Yeah,
so
chocolate. Chocolate stood out right away because normally you don't put chocolate in chili. Cinnamon, allspice. You love Caribbean cooking, so I know they use allspice in a lot of Caribbean cooking. So, all right, enough talk. Let's get to it. I'm going to put you to work. So the first thing we're going to do, and Nancy, again, thanks for the recipe, is I'm starting with a little bit of olive oil and butter in a big old chili pot, and we're going to use a mixture of both of them and 2 finely chopped onions. So I'm going to get those going. Now, Andrew, I'm going to teach you how to do garlic the easy way. So the recipe calls for 4 cloves of garlic. A lot of people have those little fancy garlic presses, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan because half the garlic gets stuck in there and then you have to clean it and it's a big pain. So here's how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to show you how to do this. You can do this. So take the back of a knife like that, and then we'll chop it. You can do it.
Look
okay.
kinda dangerous.
Okay, you can do this. Okay, just
Look-
whack it as hard as you can. Yeah. See,
I
that's
don't know.
easy.
It look
All right,
dangerous.
try it again. See?
It's going everywhere.
There you go. One more. There you go. That is the easy way to do garlic, my friend.
Yeah, I look kind of dangerous.
Your son's a good cook, though. We had him in the kitchen a couple weeks ago. He's a cutie pie.
Yeah, he did good.
He did really good. What a sweetheart. Okay, so at home you're going to let the onions kind of hang out for a little bit until they get a little softer. We're going to have to speed this recipe along a little bit. So in goes our garlic. The one thing when you are dealing with fresh garlic, and I know Rosie knows this, but I'm going to teach you a trick or two so you can cook her
Yeah.
this chili.
I'm listening.
Okay, so when you hit fresh garlic into a hot pan like this, you want to get it in there and move it so that it doesn't burn in like 30 seconds, and then you need to start adding the rest of the ingredients. If you let it in there too long, it'll burn and taste bitter and the whole dish will be ruined. So that's a good tip there. All right, starting to smell good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're just getting this party started. So we've got 2 pounds of ground beef, and you know what? We just picked this up at Quick Trip. Picked up the onions there too. So on your way home from work, you want to make this chili. Don't want to hassle with the grocery store. They've got chicken breasts and steak and ground beef right there at Quick Trip. Love that. Great time saver. Okay, so 2 pounds. So this is going to make a nice big batch, and may even have some leftovers to freeze, which is a great thing. Okay, so in goes our ground beef. Now here's a fun little gadget too. Breaking up ground beef is kind of a pain. So get in there and just kind
All
of
right.
exactly that. That's just a fun little kitchen gadget. It's called a chop and stir.
I never saw this.
I'm a big fan of it. The other thing that works great is a potato masher. Just works well getting the ground beef nice and crumbly. So
I actually feel like I'm cooking. It
you
feel
are
good. It feel
cooking.
good.
You are cooking.
Tell me, I usually don't get in the kitchen too much.
You know what, Andrew? Let me tell you, the ladies love a guy who cooks. So surprise Rosie sometime, and let me tell you, you will be a total rock star. And it doesn't even have to be anything fancy. Like you could pick up a rotisserie chicken and make some mashed potatoes and toss a salad together. And let me tell you, Rosie, would you love that? Yes, she's nodding. Okay,
right.
it's the little bit of the effort. Light a candle, and
Light
then
a
you're really
candle.
golden. Then you're totally golden. Okay, so
Give me all the tips.
yeah, I am doing what I can. Okay, so at home again, you're going to want to let this ground beef really kind of get nice and crumbly and no longer pink. We're going to go ahead and jump ahead and start seasoning it. So the recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of chili powder, so quite a bit of chili powder, 1 bay leaf. Now this is the
What is the leaf?
yeah, the leaf goes right in there. We'll fish it out later.
Just 1 leaf?
Just 1 bay leaf. It's going to add some nice flavor.
That's cool.
This is the allspice and cinnamon.
Oh, that
And
smells
yeah,
good.
doesn't that smell good? Something different. This is cayenne pepper and cumin. And I think that's one thing, you know, sometimes people's chili can be a little boring because they don't do enough seasoning.
I think seasoning is everything.
Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Okay, so now we're just going to start dumping. So we've got beef stock. And this is one of those chilies that needs to simmer for a little bit. And then you've got a bunch of cans. We've got diced tomatoes and stewed tomatoes. We're just dump them in. This is a dump and go. So dump her in. Yep. Juice and all. Keep dumping. So 2 cans of stewed, 2 cans of diced. Yep. And then 2 cans of kidney beans. And in most recipes, you normally have to drain them and rinse them. But this recipe, Nancy says just pour the beans right in there with the liquid. So we're going to follow her recipe to a T. 1 more can of beans. And the 2 kind of, besides the cinnamon and the allspice that jumped out at me that was a little bit different, is she's throwing some apple cider vinegar in here. So just to maybe, you know, give it a little kick, give it a little acid, a little something, something, and a 1/2 ounce of unsweetened baking chocolate. So a little chocolate in that chili. Do you like chocolate?
Yes,
I'm
good.
all about chocolate. So I don't think this is going to taste like a candy bar, but I think it's going to enhance the chili.
It's interesting though.
Yeah, it really is interesting. So we're going to let this kind of hang out low and slow and simmer for a little bit, and then later on, you get to taste this chili, and then we're making a white chicken chili sent in by another one of our viewers, and then we're going to do a big taste test. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, you did great, by the way. You now know how to do
I'm
garlic
trying.
the easy way, so great job.
I'm a
Thank-
good listener. I'm a good listener.
That's a good thing too. Thanks for helping out. Appreciate it. Coming up, we have some really fun ideas on how to put together a great Friendsgiving dinner. So stay with us. You're watching The Better Half.
Now we are going to throw Friendsgiving with the help of Liz Simon, as she is here. She's a party planner. Domestic Diva Events is her business, and you are a domestic diva.
I am.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for
Nice to
having
have
me.
you back.
Glad
And
to
this
be
is your
back.
Friendsgiving spread.
Is.
What is Friendsgiving?
Well, Friendsgiving is a new modern day twist on the traditional Thanksgiving dinner. It's a little different because I'm still young, so I don't want to consider myself a mom who's waking up on that Thursday morning making a big meal for my family. I want to think of it as something fun and festive that I can do with my kids and my husband and my friends that still keeps the tradition alive, but still keeps me feeling young at the same time.
One of her signatures is to have a dessert buffet,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
And you do that with all your different parties.
Yes, that's one of the things that my guests enjoy the most is to be able to come in and see all of this candy and desserts, and it's just a delicious moment and a delicious feeling. So
It's hard for us not to pick at it, but we want to show you before we dive in. Talk about your sweets.
absolutely. What I wanted to do for this Friendsgiving, I wanted to capture all of your favorite desserts, but on a small scale, so that the girls who are watching their figure, kind of counting calories, they can still enjoy all of the delicious sweets without the guilt. So we have here some mini cookies. These are pumpkin spice cookies. And we also have our candies and things like that for the children who do come with the families. Mini pumpkin spice cupcakes, and the larger ones for the guys who just want their big cupcake.
Now, I know you said you're not, you don't want to be basting the turkey all day long. You want to
Right.
enjoy your Thanksgiving.
should be
But it looks
fun.
like you've been busy baking.
I have. What I did today was I made these mini pies. This is so that you can have a variety of different flavors of pies without feeling guilty for eating all of them at once. So you can have your apple pie. We have here banana cream pie.
That's my favorite.
An apple crumb pie, a cheesecake, and a pecan pie tart.
Nice.
So what if you're me and you eat all of them anyways?
It doesn't matter. It's Friendsgiving.
They're single serve. They're single serve, so you don't
No
have
guilt. Yeah, no guilt.
guilt-free eating.
And what if you're not very talented in the baking department?
Well, for the most part, many of these items here you can just purchase at your local grocery store, and you can just
Excellent
buy
idea.
it right in the bakery aisle in the box. They're ready,
Take them out of the
decorated for
box.
you to go.
Nobody will know that
No
you
one will
didn't do
know.
it. Let's move over here to the tablescape because you did such a nice job and you know how to put this together without spending a lot of money.
Exactly.
Are you a clearance shopper?
I am a clearance shopper, and a lot of these items that I purchased here, I bought after Halloween. They had all of their fall items on clearance. For instance, this centerpiece I bought on clearance for $2, originally priced at $59. So that was a huge
That's a big savings, yes.
Absolutely. A lot of things here were, under $1. So there's no reason why you can't have a beautiful tablescape for your day,
Yeah.
and you don't have to break your pockets. Exactly.
And I like this too, doing the layering of the plates.
Absolutely.
And talk about your card there.
Well, one thing, I actually got this idea from Heaven. I don't think she knew I was going to mention this, but at her Thanksgiving that I attended, instead of place cards, she had thank you cards for all of her guests. So this is dual purpose. You can use this as a place card holder and a thank you card, and that's what we're celebrating, is giving thanks
Yeah.
to all the special people in your life. So I
And
thought
have
that
a
was
sweet
great idea.
message for somebody while
Absolutely,
you're thankful that they're in your
absolutely.
lives. And we have just a couple of seconds. Why don't you talk about something to do for the kids?
Well,
I thought
one-
this was a great idea.
One thing that I do like to have at all of my parties is something for the kids to do so that the parents and the adults can enjoy themselves freely. So what I have here is a huge pumpkin sugar cookie, and I purchased this at the store on clearance for about 79 cents. And you have the little candies and the frosting. It comes with the kit that you can put all together so the kids can have fun and work on that while the parents are mingling and enjoying
Yeah.
their cider. And you also want to have something at the kids' table, kid friendly. What we have here are activity sheets that are also placemats that the kids can work on at their table separate from the adults. So definitely Friendsgiving involves the entire family, and you want to have something for everyone.
Ladies, what do you think? Good ideas?
I think
I need to get these.
literally.
I want it to be carefree so everyone can come and just enjoy the day and just be thankful for all the blessings of the year. So
Well, thanks for inspiring us. Can we dive in?
absolutely, help yourselves, ladies. Everything is
Domestic
delicious.
Diva Events on Facebook or .com.
.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. Coming up, we're heading back into the kitchen. The recipes are straight ahead on The Better Half.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we promised you lots of food on The Better Half, and we are delivering. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom, and we're cooking with Tony and the folks from Johnsonville, and Rosie's here to give us a hand. Hey, Tony.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you back.
Glad to be back.
And Rosie's a fantastic cook. I think we taught Drew a thing or two.
Yes.
I think, if you get dinner out of it, you better call me.
Well, now you set expectations.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting.
Okay, so I'm all about my slow cooker. In both my cookbooks, I have a chapter on slow cooker recipes, and I'm always trying to come up with new ones, but I've never done like an egg bake in the slow cooker, so I'm kind of excited about this.
Very exciting. This is a slow cooker overnight casserole. It's perfect for the holidays. Make it ahead of time, put it in the fridge, pop it in, your slow cooker before you go to bed. Great. Fruit, some rolls, you're
Done.
great to go.
And
Really
the
good to go.
holidays is so busy. Last minute company. I'd love to have this out of the way. And sometimes those breakfast bakes that you bake in the morning take like 2 hours, and then as Tony and I said, you pull them out and they're not quite done.
The middle isn't done.
Yeah.
and This is foolproof.
Love it. All
Already
right.
done. If it's done too early, turn it down. It'll stick.
Yum.
It's perfect.
And my family loves Johnsonville sausage. So it
This is
starts
great.
out with some breakfast sausage.
We're using Johnsonville breakfast sausage. We are a premium brand of breakfast sausage. We are using a Vermont maple today. Real easy, and I'm going to ask you, Rosie, to help me out. And this is something Drew could even do for you.
I know. Take notes. Take notes.
We're going to take some green onions
Okay.
and some red bell pepper.
All right. Just throw it in.
Right in here.
Over here. All right.
Just mix it all in there, all four of those. Red bell pepper, cilantro, very, very good.
that's my
If
favorite.
cilantro is polarizing, if you don't like cilantro, leave it out.
Okay.
And some green chilies.
That's funny you say that because I am all over cilantro, but there are people that just can't stand it. So yeah, I always
Absolutely.
say leave it out or sub in some parsley.
So we're just going to mix that up.
Okay. spray your slow cooker with cooking spray. That's
Absolutely.
key. Otherwise, you're going to have a sticky,
Yeah, you're going to have
sticky
a
mess.
big mess, and
smells
nobody wants to
good.
do
It
that,
smell
right? So you spray that really good with cooking spray. We have our Johnsonville Vermont maple breakfast sausage links. Now we have them in patties too. You can use that too. Just just mush them up.
Is it pre-cooked?
That's all pre-cooked.
So you pre-browned that up a little
Yes.
bit. Okay.
Yes.
All
You
right.
pre-brown them. You can make them in a pan in an oven.
Okay.
Really easy.
Okay.
No splatter.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do, Rosie, is we're going to layer this. So we're going to take. You can take that same spoon you got here because it's all going in the same spot.
All right.
You're just going to layer about a third of that in there.
These are just the.
These are just a frozen hash brown potato that we let sit out for a little bit.
Okay.
Just dump a bunch
Love it.
in there.
I
You
was,
don't
I
even
was hoping
have
you
to-
didn't have to shred all those potatoes because I'm not doing
It's
that.
extremely
Okay,
easy.
open a
How's
bag.
this? A
That's
little
my
bit
kind of
more?
cooking.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
And then we're going to take some of the breakfast sausage that we've already pre-browned.
Make me want to eat
So we're
some.
just doing layers, kind of
Yep.
like a breakfast lasagna.
Like a
almost, but with
lasagna.
Yep, with
All right.
potatoes. And then we're going to use our onion mixture that you so skillfully whipped up for us.
It smells good.
It's like a southwestern egg bake, which I like. I
And
love that.
what the great thing about this is versatile. If
Okay.
you don't want the heat, leave the chilies out.
Okay.
If you want something better, if you want it sweeter, use our, we have a honey, brown sugar and honey breakfast sausage. Has a sweeter for the kids.
Little cheese.
Yep, and then we're going to do the same thing again.
All right, I'll let you keep layering, Rosie. Let's move on to the stuffing, and then the eggs go on top. So keep layering, Rosie. Let me know
right.
when you're all layered up.
Yep, well,
Okay.
yeah, once you're layered up, we'll get you started.
Okay.
Now we're going to make Italian sausage stuffing.
You know, Thanksgiving's coming up. People love to add a thing or two to their menu. Maybe you do a traditional stuffing and you don't want to mess with that, but I love to add a different fun kind of stuffing too.
And
so,
this is it. This is the one. We're using our all-natural ground Italian sausage.
Which I
You can
love.
use a hot flavor to kick it up a notch.
Okay.
So we're going to take onions
Okay.
and celery.
all right, and this is some butter that we've melted. What I love now that you guys came up with is you don't have to take the sausage out of the casing. I do a bunch of recipes with bulk Italian sausage. It used to have to be split the casing and
Absolutely,
open it up.
and well, through the magic of TV, like I like to say, this was already pre-browned. This is what it is. So we had already browned that up so that we can speed this up. We're going to
Okay.
add some green bell pepper.
Okay, so onion, celery, and pepper. Want to cook that until it's
And
nice
garlic.
and soft. And garlic. Okay.
Don't forget the garlic.
Can't forget that.
We're going to cook that till it's soft.
Okay, so about 5-10 minutes
Yep.
here. In this bowl,
Very large bowl. We have our dried croutons. Now stuffing mix. Now you can get the seasoned kind. That's fine. These are just the plain ones.
Okay.
We're just going to drop those right in a bowl, and we're going to add this mixture that we have right here. We're just going to put that right in over the top.
okay, so pretend at home that you've let this hang out for a good 5-10 minutes, just so you get it nice
Absolutely.
and soft. Is what
And we're
going
going to add our stuffing or our sausage, which we've already pre-browned, like I said.
This is that Italian sausage, which I love. And this stuffing too would be really fun. You know, not only Thanksgiving. I think some people think stuffing is just a Thanksgiving thing. This would be great at other times, just with like the year with maybe a roast chicken or something
definitely.
like that.
Also, very make ahead easy. Make this up ahead of time, a day or two before. It's fine. We're going to mix that together.
Yep.
We're going to add some black olives.
Okay. Ooh,
You just gave me an idea for Thanksgiving.
something different. There you go.
Yeah.
How many people are you cooking for, Rosie?
I think Drew's parents and siblings are coming, so
A
yeah.
big group.
The Brady
Big group.
Bunch, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Parmesan cheese, and then we have black pepper.
Smells
Very
good.
easy. Salt, sage.
Sage is my favorite.
Sage is awesome, and
Yep.
then a little bit of crushed basil. So we're going to mix that all up.
Okay.
Rosie, if you can do me the favor and just beat that egg just a little bit.
Chicken stock?
Oh, I'm
Chicken
done, by the way.
Okay. We'll finish off. That'll be our big finish.
Okay. So stock goes over the top.
Stock goes over
egg
the top.
goes in.
Egg goes in.
Goes into a greased casserole dish.
Yep.
Bake it off till the top. You want that nice brown
Nice and
top.
brown.
Yeah. And that
All
looks-
mixed together.
Oh, that looks so good.
This was one we've done earlier, and this was in the oven. Like I said, make ahead easy. We have great stuffing recipes on johnsonville.com
Really?
too. All different kinds.
Love it. I
Yep.
love the idea of some cheese. and
Finishing
some
off the
olives.
egg
Yes.
dish.
Uh-huh.
We're going to take our, this is a dozen eggs,
Anything else or just the straight up eggs?
straight up eggs
Okay.
with milk.
With milk. Now we're
Yep.
going to add the milk.
Add the milk right in there.
Oh, okay.
1 cup of milk to a dozen eggs.
Right.
Little
Then
salt
we're
and
gonna-
pepper.
Little salt and pepper to taste. About half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, about an eighth of a teaspoon of pepper.
Tony, this gets dumped over the top. Put the lid on. Cook slow and
Dump
slow
that right over
overnight,
there.
basically. about
Overnight,
8
7 to
hours?
8 hours. If it's
Here
done
it
too
is.
early, turn it down. There you have it.
Wow, serve it with some fruit and some, muffins, and you are good to go. How can people get these recipes, Tony?
Johnsonville.com. We have this recipe and many more, and also on the Better Half.
All right. Yum, can't wait to make these. Rachel's over with the big dog that we all love, talking about some pet safety tips. Rach?
Thanks, Amy. Yep, Levi is here. We're talking about the many hazards around the house that are toxic to pets. And Levi brought Dr. Lisa Peters back to the show. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And we're talking about all those things that the pets eat. And you say it happens often.
It does. It happens quite often. So we see a lot of different things around the house that pets get into that are toxic, and so we want to try to keep them safe and out of harm's way. So we're going to go over some of those things today.
Well, let's go to some of the x-rays that you sent along and see if you can see what this is. This is the race car.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Oh my gosh. And that needs to be taken out surgically.
Right. That's not an easy task, I imagine.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I bet
That's
that
a
happens a
spoon.
lot.
Yep. And that they just swallow whole. So it would be a big dog like this that could just swallow that entire thing.
Poor pets.
Is that a pacifier?
It's a rubber
That's
duck.
a rubber duck.
Oh my. And then the next one we have to guess.
Is it like
It
a
looks
little
like a
toy
toy, but if
person?
you actually look at the end of it, it's a Christmas light bulb.
Oh,
And it's
they're
amazing.
so little
and it's amazing they didn't break it when they
Yeah.
swallowed it. So
it
it
whole.
stayed intact all the way
Oh
back.
my gosh.
So those are things that animals have ingested, and most of them have to be surgically removed. So those are some of the dangers around the house.
Correct. Yeah, and we brought along a lot more with us.
Yeah, I was
So
going to see, you got a whole array of things here. And I'm wondering what that green little block is.
that's actually rat poison.
Oh.
And we see a lot of different ingestions with rat poisons, and some of them have antidotes and some of them don't. And so it's obviously something we definitely want to avoid. We also brought along a lot of different foods.
Yeah, so the foods are down here. Should we just start with that? We have onion. I can smell that.
Yes, it's causing our eyes to water. So onion and garlic, avocado. These are macadamia nuts.
Well, I've read about the macadamia nuts. I have a dog, and some of the chocolates come with macadamia nuts. So then you have a double.
A double toxicity. So all these different foods can cause things from vomiting to tremoring to red blood cell problems. So
Yeah, how bad is chocolate? It's the number one thing I keep hearing about.
it depends on how much they eat and what type of chocolate. So baker's chocolate or dark chocolate is more toxic than milk chocolate. So
okay.
it depends on how much and the size of the dog. So Levi could get into a lot of chocolate, and a smaller dog might not be able to get very much. So it just depends.
I see you got some medicine out here. I was told one of my friend's dog was sick and they took children's NyQuil, or maybe it was Robitussin, something, but so some medicines are okay and some are not then, or?
And correct. So Tylenol, for example, is highly toxic to cats. One Tylenol is actually lethal to cats.
Wow.
Whereas some medications are okay. So you do not want to give any over-the-counter products unless it is recommended by your veterinarian.
Right.
So you have to be very, very careful. Same with prescription medications, a very common toxicity. Now that relatives are coming to visit us for the holidays, you want to make sure that they keep their medications in their suitcase, up away from pets. And so remind them when they come to
Right,
visit.
definitely.
We're watching you, Levi. We're not going to let you get into any
He's
of that
trying
stuff.
very hard. This right here, actually, we brought with us, if you want to smell it. This is antifreeze, something very, very common toxicity in pets. It's sweet.
Oh, it smells
and
yummy.
it smells really
Yeah.
good to them, and it's also a common toxicity, causes kidney failure in dogs and cats, and so it's something that we definitely want to avoid.
And finally, I saw you have a flower.
Lots of plants are toxic to dogs and cats. Lilies in particular can cause kidney failure in cats. So if you get a plant as a gift and you have pets, you might want to look and see if it's toxic to them.
Yeah.
Smart.
So what should you do then if your pet does ingest any of that stuff?
You will, number one, not want to panic, and then contact your veterinarian. That's the number one thing that you can do. If they're already showing clinical signs and you missed it, they're vomiting, tremoring, or seizuring, you want to transport them to your veterinarian immediately.
Yeah.
Doctor, thank you so much. Especially good to remind us about this at the holidays when we have an abundance of everything. Thanks, Levi. He's trying to get the avocado. He likes the guacamole. Hey, each week, speaking of pets, on the Better Half, we have our Pet of the Week contest. We highlight a pet during the show, and if your pet is picked as this week's winner, Levi, you're not the winner this week. I'm sorry, but you are so cute. You will win a $50 gift certificate to a local veterinarian in your community. Here's a couple of pets to show you our first pet. Here's Sassy. She's ready to cheer on the pack this weekend. Sassy, thank you. Then there's Missy the cat. Looks like she already had a big Thanksgiving feast and is ready for a nap. Cats are always ready for a little cat nap. And this is our winner.
Oh, cute.
Our winner's name is Jordy Nelson Smith Jr. Jordy is 2 years old and is a rescue dog from Alabama. So congratulations to Jordy Nelson Smith Jr. Now you can submit photos through the Better Half Facebook page, Twitter page, or email petoftheweek@thebetterhalf.tv. To find the right vet for your pet, go to WVMA.org and click on resources to find a WVMA member veterinarian near you. Christmas is right around the corner. We're making personalized stockings. We'll show you how coming up on The Better Half. Welcome back to The Better Half. It's time to get a little crafty, and this is Rosie's obsession, is it not? Mikey Stencil is here with us from Life's a Stitch in De Pere. We did a segment already this year at your place, but now you've come to us with the granddaddy of all machines here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now today we're talking about personalizing stockings, and put one on, Rosie. How cute is that? So, Mikey, how does this work?
Well, so you can actually, you know, the girls at the store, they created these stockings here for us. So they sewed them with our fabric from the store. But you can actually buy like a stocking hat or an actual stocking and put somebody's name on it. So the other thing that you can do is we do have some fabric there that you can actually stitch down, and we could iron that on. So if
you could bring in your own stocking, or you
Correct.
could get the fabric at your store and make your own stocking.
Correct.
You can make it fancier too with the initials.
Yep, there's
Or mom and dad.
Well, we're going to show you just how fancy this machine can get. Can you talk a little bit about this and get it started?
Yep, so this one is our big, like you said, Cadillac of sewing machines. So this one does come standard with the embroidery, but we do have other makes and models that don't have embroidery with it. But today we decided for Rosie to do a little stocking for her little guy, Aiden.
Fabric has the Grinch
So
on there.
It does have the
How
Grinch.
fun for a little boy.
So, yep.
And then we have it already programmed so that
Yep.
you just at the touch of a button.
You just touch the button and it goes.
Now, is
So-
programming it difficult?
Nope, all I did was just punch in the letters, and you know, I made the lettering bigger, smaller, and I could rotate it. I put it a little bit at an angle just so that it gave it some character.
Style.
Yeah.
When she taught me, it was easy. So once you get it, you know how to align it, what font to pick, what you pick your coloring, you know, your
Yeah.
thread, and then it's just go get a cup of coffee.
I hear you can't
Watch
get
it go.
Rosie out of the store sometimes.
We do. We love having her there. She
I
just
was there one
lightens up.
time until like 5 something, and everybody was ready to go home, and I had to pick up Aiden. I was like, maybe I could find a ride.
Because he wanted to stay. And look at how easy that is. And already the E is done while we were talking, and now the N is just about finished up. So that is so cool. What else can this machine do?
So the other thing that is very popular at Christmas time is the freestanding lace. So
Okay, and that's over here.
that is over here. We have some freestanding lace bowls.
Gorgeous.
And then we do have the freestanding lace ornament. And I remember years ago, my mother-in-law, she had started crocheting in July an ornament for me. And then later that year, I got my own machine and I brought her over. And I showed her in 45 minutes we had that same ornament that
Could
took
she
her.
not believe it? I mean,
she
she
was
couldn't
just
believe it.
amazed.
It stopped on its
So,
own. Do you see?
It does
See what I
stop
mean?
on its
You just have to
own.
clip the thread and it's
Actually,
all set, right?
it is already clipped for you.
It does it for you,
It
too.
does. So you just,
Or as I say, easy peasy.
yeah. So you just take it out, and you just take it off.
And then you flip it. You flip it.
So let
I
me
get
just.
excited.
Oh my goodness.
So
and it's
then
done.
It's all set and ready to go for Aiden.
There you go, Rosie.
There you go. Thank you.
So cool. Now, as far as the ornaments and all of this stuff, if you need help, if you want to learn more about this, contact Rosie, or just go to Life's a Stitch in De Pere and ask for Mikey, and she'll explain everything and show you around their beautiful store. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Great
coming.
Christmas
Appreciate
gift
it.
ideas. Up next, we're going to continue with our chili cook-off. Can't wait. There's Amy. Oh, and Drew is out of the picture. Mike Daniels is there. That's coming up on The Better Half.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom, and you are watching The Better Half, part 2 of our chili cook-off. In the kitchen with another Packer player. This is the better half of Heaven. This is Heaven's better half, Mike Daniels. Are you ready to do some cooking?
I'm ready to do some cooking.
All right, good deal, good deal. We have to thank Lynn Greschel from Nina for this wonderful, this is her white chicken chili recipe. So, hey, Lynn, thanks a bundle for sending the recipe, and Mike and I are going to see if we can do your chili justice, your chili recipe justice. So, Mike, okay, this is a big old can of northern beans, or you can take big jar or 3 cans. We drained it. Now we're going to pour almost all of it into a food processor. So dump it in there. What we're going to do is kind of mash up those beans a little bit. Perfect. You're good to go. The rest we'll save for the actual chili. Ever used one of these babies before?
I have not.
Okay, they make, you know, if you need to do something in a real hurry, like mash up beans, this works great. So just give that a couple pulses. Just hit pulse. Does Heaven own one of these?
I've
Heaven,
not
do you own
seen
one
one
of
of these
these?
in the house.
Okay, you need to get her one for Christmas. Perfect. Good to go. All right. Now, the other thing I'm going to have you do, we've been practicing and you've been doing really good, because you don't do a lot of the cooking in the house, I hear.
Not often, no.
But you like to cook.
I do. I'm just lazy.
Yeah, no, I doubt that. But you're willing to learn. I like that. So what we're going to have you do is just, this is fresh cilantro. Do you like fresh cilantro? You're going to try
If it tastes good, I like it.
You will like it. So
That's
just want
right.
you to mince this up a little bit. So just rock the knife like this and just give it a rough chop. Perfect. Okay, so Lynn says we start out with a stick of butter, onions, celery, 1 cup each of yellow pepper, finely diced red pepper. These are green onions or scallions. And we're going to season it with a little bit of salt. How's it going there, Mike?
It's going good.
You are totally hired. Great job. See, you were nervous. You're fine.
I take pride in my work.
I can tell. He's like, I'm a perfectionist. I'm
That's
like, you
right.
can do this. You can absolutely do this.
You got
know,
it.
some of guys are some of the best cooks out there, so you can do this. Don't
I mean, we just are, you know.
you know, you just got to say, Heaven, let me cook dinner tonight. And we got to give you guys a chance. That's one of the things that we have to do is let you move on over and let you get in there. Okay, so some of that cilantro, we'll throw some of that in there. So just take a handful of it. Not all of it, but maybe like a good handful. Yep, clean hands, just grab it, throw it in, hit it, baby. There you go. Now we're going to do a little bit of flour. So she kind of makes, or thickens it up with a little bit of flour and a little bit of milk. So this is going to make a really nice, rich, thick white chicken chili. I love white chicken chili because it's something a little bit different, and for people who have a hard time with red chili, it can sometimes upset your stomach. It's you know, a great way to have your chili. So this is getting nice and thick, and we're going to now at this point just start dumping and going. We've got quite a bit of seasoning here, so we've got chili powder. Give that a smell. Cumin, love that. Dump that in there. And this is some cayenne pepper, so a little bit of heat there. Do you like your chili hot? A little
Absolutely.
spice? Me too. If you're going to do it, why not go all out? Okay, so now we're going to dump some canned tomatoes, corn. Want to throw some corn in here? Just dump it in. We've got 3 to 4 cups of cooked and shredded chicken, so we're going to dump that in. Just dump it right in here. This is a great way, would be a great way, and I'm sure Lynn would be okay with this, to use some leftover turkey. Go ahead and just make it white turkey chili, and we're all going to have lots of leftover turkey, I'm thinking, pretty soon. Do you guys go all out for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Big
yes.
Thanksgiving
Lots
dinner?
of family members come.
Oh, you know what? There's nothing better than that. And then chicken stock, and you let this simmer, and we've got some of it over here. So earlier, Andrew Corliss and I made Cincinnati chili, and now it's time for the big decision. Both you guys, you and Andrew, get to decide which of our viewers' chilies you like better. Is it going to be Lynn's white chicken chili, or is it going to be the Cincinnati chili that we made earlier? So, all right. We already have some of the white chicken chili already done here, and we're going to serve it up. Here comes Drew. You were hungry, weren't you? All right, good deal. So let's clear this out and get some bowls going. And you guys can add whatever fixins you want, because when you serve chili, have a chili party, it's all about the fixins, right? I mean, you got to put the sour cream and the cheese and, you know, load it up. Okay, so the Cincinnati chili, actually, one of the key things that they do is they serve it with spaghetti. That's kind of an interesting little twist. So they put a little spaghetti on the bottom, and we do that sometimes in Wisconsin too. Mike, can you hand me another one of those clear bowls? Okay, there you go. We'll throw some spaghetti on the bottom, and then we'll ladle up some of that Cincinnati chili that we started out. Remember, this had the cinnamon in it and the chocolate. It does smell really good.
Real good.
All right, I'll serve you some up. There you go. And Drew's is coming too. And then if you want some cheese or some oyster crackers or some sour cream, it's going to be hot.
Probably take some crackers.
Oh, crackers, absolutely. Got to have some crackers. And then I'll serve up the white chicken chili. There you go.
Thank you.
So I'm going to get 2 bowls for the white chicken chili. So can you hand me 2 other bowls? So this is so this is how that white chicken chili. See, Mike, how it kind of cooks down and thickens up, and that looks pretty tasty too, doesn't it?
We're all here to try now.
Oh, they came out of the woodwork. So maybe a little fresh cilantro on that. So there you go, more crackers. All right, we'll serve all the ladies up, I promise, and you can get both these recipes and the guys. So they're gonna get spoons.
Yeah.
Mike,
All
you're
right.
so quiet, and that is not how you were described.
He wasn't quiet during the
I'm
break.
focused. I'm trying to learn how to
He
cook
was.
such great chili.
He was focused. He really was.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, the taste off. They're going to taste. They're going to contemplate. We're going to serve up the ladies, and we'll have the winner of the chili cook-up coming up. Doesn't that look good?
It looks great. You're watching The Better Half. We'll be right back. All right, it's time. It is time to pick a winner in our chili cook-off contest. Celebrity judges, what do you think?
We had 2 chilies, Rach. We
Okay.
had Cincinnati chili from Nancy Aronson, and the white chicken chili from and Nancy's from Appleton, and Lynn Greshel from Nina. So 2 completely different chilies. Mike, what's your favorite?
Which one is this?
That's the Cincinnati one, the one with the
yeah.
spaghetti noodles. He was
How good
all
was
over it.
How good was it?
It changed my life. My taste buds did.
Good and
Having
gone.
a party in my mouth.
Yeah.
So should have some of this.
This is bowl number 2. It's got cinnamon. It actually has chocolate in it. No wonder you
That
like
might be
it.
it. Yeah, it's like
Drew?
dessert and dinner in one.
Drew, what do you think?
Even though I made the Cincinnati, which I'm proud of, I think I like the white chicken a little better.
Oh, this is
What
a
do you
real.
like about the white chicken chili?
What did she say? The consistency?
It has a kick. It has
It's got a little,
All right.
little kick to it.
All
but
right, so
We need a
this is
tiebreaker.
This is a real showdown here, just like one of the Packer games. All right, Rosie, you decide. What's it's on you.
In 5,
Real
4,
quick.
3, 2,
The white,
1.
the white chicken. There you go.
Congratulations, winner
Lynn
of the
Greshel.
chili cook-off contest. Well, that was fun.
It was fun.
I enjoyed both of them.
Yeah, me too.
They both were good. I'm gonna make both.
That's the politically correct response.
That's right, yes. But we do have a winner.
They both
And guys, thanks for cooking with me. Appreciate it.
And Lauren and Rachel, thanks for being back on The Better Half.
Absolutely.
And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week on The Better Half.